People sometimes question whether a kid can truly be an entrepreneur. Sure, they can have lemonade stands or sometimes like some things like that, but does any kid have what it takes to be a real entrepreneur? Well, the answer to that question is yes. And tonight we have the opportunity to talk to some of these amazing kidpreneurs. Welcome to Creative Monday Discussion. I am your host, Mervin Budram, and we are creatives transforming lives. Welcome back to Creative Monday. I am your host, Mervin Budram, and I will be with you for the next hour. I am super excited. Tonight, I am talking about a topic that is really awesome. It's really dear to my heart. We're talking with kidpreneurs. We're going to talk to young entrepreneurs who are making a difference, who have big dreams and big ideas, and they're not afraid to step out and make those dreams become a reality. Tonight, I have the opportunity of speaking with Amani Budd, Noelli Sabido, Zaira Rodriquez, as well as Gia Castilla and her cousin Jeline Valentine, all Belizean kidpreneurs. They are a perfect example of what a kid can accomplish when they put their minds to it. But before we jump into that, I want to take this opportunity to first again welcome you guys. If you're tuned in on TNC, I want to say good night. Welcome to the Creative Monday Discussion Show. For those tuning in on Facebook, welcome. For those tuning in on YouTube, welcome. And I want to remind you, we have the comment section where you can submit questions, where you can encourage, affirm these entrepreneurs, these young entrepreneurs. And also, I want to know where you're tuned in from. So, let us know where in the world, in Belize, in the US, whichever part of the world you're in, show some flags and let us know where you tuned in from. And before we jump into our guests, we want to thank our sponsors for making this show a reality. We want to thank Taz Belize Limited, Formosa Cafe, Belize, Coaching with Melanie, The Art Shack, Belmopan YWCA, TNC, and Budram Solutions Limited. Without these partners, this show would not be a reality, and we're super grateful for them. But let's take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to jump into this awesome show.
Are you tired of poor customer service or products that don't live up to your expectations? Fletz Electronics, centrally located in Spanish Lookout and Belmopan, is Belize's #1 source for mobile electronics since 2009. We carry the largest selection of mobile phones, parts, and accessories with prices you won't find anywhere else. We stand behind the products that we sell and offer a 60-day guarantee on all electronics. We are dedicated to offering the best customer service possible. Not from the area? No problem. We offer fast delivery service countrywide on most orders. Our online staff is ready to chat on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. Fletz Electronics. Visit or chat online with us today and find out how we can best serve you.
Okay, welcome back again. And so I am, like I said earlier, I'm really excited. And so here's the thing. Before I bring in our first guest, we're talking with kids, we're talking with kidpreneurs, and my girls looked at me and are like, Dad, we want to be involved. We want to be a part of this. They're super excited about this show. Actually, every Monday, they're like eagerly waiting for the show. And when the show is done, they run out and give me big hugs. And Dad, you did awesome. They're my biggest cheerleader. Well, my kids spend a lot of time on the camera making home videos. It's some of them, we told them you cannot release this out there. So anyways, without dragging it out, my daughters wanted to be involved. So I decided tonight I'm going to have them be co-host with me on the show. And so to introduce our first guest for the evening, I'm going to pass it over to my two girls, Chloe and Grace, and let them do the honors of introducing the first guest. Take it away, girls.
anniversary. Tonight, our first guest is 5 years old Amani, and she is the owner of Baby Lips Natural Lip Gloss. Back to you, Dad.
All right. Hi, Amani. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? It's good to have you on the show. You're good? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, tell us, we already know your name, you're Amani, but tell us a little bit about what you do. I know you're 5 years old, so tell us a little bit about what you do.
My name is Amani Nia Budd, and I'm 5 years old, and I'm the owner of Baby Lips Lip Gloss, and I make natural and healthy lip gloss.
That is amazing. I love it. I really, really love it. You are 5 years old. That's so awesome, guys. Let's see. I want to ask you guys, show some love in the comments. Let's cheer on Amani. I mean, when I was 5, I wasn't doing business yet, you know. So Amani, where did you get the idea for your business? Where did that come from? Tell us a little bit about the process.
Every time I will come inside and see my mother around the table making her own products, and that's why I wanted to make my own too.
Oh wow. And guys, that is what our show is all about. It's about inspiration, and I love that Amani got that inspiration from her mom, right? So Amani, what would you like to be when you grow up? Tell us a little bit about what some of your dreams.
A hairdresser.
A hairdresser? Awesome. So I believe your mom is a hairdresser as well. Does your mom does hair and makeup and all of that?
Yep.
Awesome. So what advice would you give to people what advice would you want to give to people right now who use your products and things like that?
To support.
To support you, yeah. Very good. And what do people feel about your product? You have people using it. How do they feel? What do they tell you they like about your product?
They say, wow, this lip gloss is amazing, and it makes my lips so soft. Thank you, Baby Lips.
Awesome. And I know you told me when we spoke last week that you're working on some products for guys, because my lips sometimes get dry, and so I know you have for guys, but you said you are working on some for you have for females. Are you working on some for guys? All right. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, Amani. I am very proud of you. I'm very excited for what you're doing. It's super cool that you are 5 years old, having big dreams and making your own money and getting out there and being an entrepreneur and inspiring the world. So I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Guys, don't go anywhere yet. Amani is going to come back later on with the rest of our guests, and she is going to share a little bit more advice with us. So we're going to take another quick commercial break, and then when we get back, we're going to jump into our another guest for the evening. Thank you, Amani, so much for telling us a little bit about what you do.
Thank you.
Awesome.
It's Christmas time. Can you feel it coming? Let's celebrate it right. I'm hearing music playing.
All right. And so we are going to jump into our next guest. And to introduce them, I'm going to hand it over to my girls, Chloe and Grace. Take it away.
second guest for tonight is 11 years old Gia. She is the owner of Gia's Tie-Dye World. Back to you, Dad.
All right. Hi, Gia. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, good night. I'm good.
Awesome. You look super excited as I am.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Gia, tell us a little bit about what you do. We know you are 11 years old, and you have a business that you're running. So tell us a little bit about that.
I'm the one who does tie-dye sets, tie-dye masks, and tie-dye eco bags, and I do tie-dye sets and masks for my customers.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And I love that you wear your brand. I love it. I need to get my tie-dye set after this. I need to get some. My girls love your products. They were like, oh, Daddy, we need to get some. We need to get some. So, Gia, tell us what's your big dreams for the future, and what are some of your goals?
Well, my dreams are helping the poor. I would want to help them because I just feel sorry for them, like begging for money to buy food.
Yeah.
So I would help them to get everything they need so they could.
Yeah.
That's why I do tie-dye, always trying to make people happy as much as I can.
That's amazing. I love your heart. You have a big heart, and you have a heart for those who are in need. And that is part of what being an entrepreneur is. We want to solve problems in the world, and we see things that needs to be fixed, and we go out and we help fix it. Are you the only one who work in your business?
Pardon?
Are you the only one who runs your business? Do you have someone who works with you?
Yeah, my cousin Jeline, she helps me. She created my Instagram and Facebook account. She helps me sometimes post my shirts, my sets, my masks, and my eco bags.
All right. So guys, we actually have Jeline here with us. So we're going to bring her on because we also want to hear from her, right? And so let's welcome Jeline to the stage tonight. Hi, Jeline. How are you doing?
Good night. I'm good.
Awesome. So you are the marketer. You are the brand ambassador for Gia Tie-Dye World. Tell us a little bit about what your role is in the company and how you go about doing that.
Well, I'm like the brand ambassador of Gia's Tie-Dye World. I help her to like promote her business. To let the other customers see each and like everything, so they can buy. Customers from not only in Belize but from all over the world, so they can buy her stuff. So I just go, and as she makes a tie-dye suit, I promote it.
Awesome. I love it. I love the collaboration and the networking that's already happening with you guys. That's amazing. And you guys obviously have found your strengths, and you guys are working well within your strength. So I noticed earlier you said that you do eco-friendly products. Why is eco-friendly products important to you? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, to me, and Gia, eco-friendly products,
they're reusable.
And like they're saving the planet.
Very good. Gia? Tell us a little bit, Gia, why.
Well, eco-friendly products are important because they are reusable. They're reusable, awesome. And I'm trying to save the planet and the animals' health and your loved ones and the future of your kids.
Awesome. I love that. I love that so much. So Gia, and as well as Jeline, how did the idea come about for your business? I mean, did you guys just drop from the sky? Like what was going on? How did you get this idea for this business?
I was looking on the famous app TikTok and saw these people doing tie-dye. So I immediately asked my mom if we can try it, and of course my mom said yes. So we called my ballet teacher and asked her where we could get the dye. I did my first shirts for my family, and they loved it. Then in March, my little business began, and my Auntie Lolly and Auntie Bev sent me the shirts and the eco bags. And
Cool.
all my family, my business, and Jeline was the one who created my Instagram page and Facebook page. It's been a blessing.
Awesome. Man, that's amazing how you've been able to get so much support from your family and friends around you. And so I want to direct this question to Jeline first. What have you learned about finance and money management as you are doing this business? What have you learned about finance and money management?
I've learned that you should spend wisely.
Yeah.
Don't, like, as you get your money, you go and buy anything. You have to balance it, and you have to really just be wise and, like, pay keen attention to what you're spending on. Have a balance and have your plan out to just like how to spend your money.
Wow. Great lesson. Gia, tell us, what have you learned about finance and money management running your business?
Finance is very important in our daily lives. Without finance, it is impossible to do any business, and money management is something we need on a daily basis. My mom helps me manage my money. For example, by finding the most reasonable prices for my dyes and shirts.
I love it. You guys, man, you're blowing my mind away. Like, I think some of these things, even some of the adults can glean and be inspired and motivated by. So thank you so much for sharing. I want to thank you guys for coming on and giving us your story. And again, we're going to have you guys back on. Guys, we're not finished yet with Gia and Jeline. We're going to have them come back a little bit later on and just get some more insights and inspiration from them. But before that, we're going to take a little quick commercial break, and then when we get back, we're going to have our next guest with us. Thank you for tuning in.
And sir, thank you for the opportunity.
Go ahead.
I really appreciate it.
You are very welcome.
2030,
thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Of the European Union and the government of Belize, the YWCA Belize opened its YWCA National Resource Center for Enterprise and Development Facility in the St. Anne's Complex in Independence Park in the capital of Belize, Belmopan. Courses such as sewing, cake decorating, culinary arts, computer, cosmetology, barbering, massage, and palliative care and English as a second language are offered. Classes run in 13 weeks long sessions, with intakes occurring for the periods January to March, April to June, and September to December every year for persons 15 years and older. For children under the age of 15, a 1-month-long summer program is available, usually commencing in mid-July. The YWCA NRCED invites all to visit its offices to find out more.
Welcome back to Creative Monday Discussion. I'm your host, Mervin Budram, and tonight we are talking to some amazing kidpreneurs who have big dreams, and they're courageously stepping out in realizing their dreams. And so I'm going to hand it over to my girls to introduce our next guest for the evening. Take it away, girls.
Come behold the child, come and seek his face. The poor but the Savior. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Our third guest for tonight is 9-year-old Zyra. She is a dancer, painter, and freelance entrepreneur. Back to you, Dad.
Love it. Love my girls. They're so animated. So, hey, Zyra, how are you doing? Welcome.
Hi, I'm good.
Awesome. I love that last song. Like, we were born for this. And I feel like that is such a good segue to start off talking to you. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Hi, I'm Zaira Rodriquez. I'm 9 years old. I love painting, baking, sewing, and dancing.
Awesome. And Zyra, I noticed you have a beautiful backdrop with some of your art. Tell us a little bit about your art. Who did that backdrop for you?
My dad.
I love it. And I'm seeing some of your painting back there. They look beautiful. They look very beautiful. So Zyra, what's your big dream for the future and what are some of your goals?
I want to be a professional ballet teacher, and and I want to have a bakery and an art gallery.
Wow, those are big dreams, and you definitely, that's that entrepreneurial spirit in you. You definitely have multiple things that you want to do and go for it, and I see that you are doing it. You're already going for it. So how do you plan to use your art and creativity to transform lives? That's a huge question, but I know you have a big answer for us.
It wouldn't just be paint on a canvas. It will have a special meaning to inspire people, to make them be passionate about what they love.
I love that. I love that you desire to inspire people, and it starts with inspiration, and from there people can be motivated to see transformation come to their lives. So that's amazing, Zyra. So you're a dancer, you're a painter, you're a creative, you're a baker. I mean, there's so much that you're doing. How do you keep yourself motivated? I know since you were 2 years old, I believe you've been dancing, and ever since I know you've been going for it. How do you keep yourself motivated?
To me, dancing isn't about just knowing how to do the moves and getting it perfect. It's about having fun and inspiring people.
I love it. And that keeps you motivated. So what usually inspires you? So you're obviously someone that's oozing out in creativity, and you're an entrepreneur. I know you don't have a business as yet, but I've seen paintings go up for sale. I've seen different things go up for sale. And so you have that entrepreneurial spirit about you. So what inspires you?
It's either what I see, my imagination, or things that I love.
All right. So Zyra, I want to ask you, pick one of your painting, any one of them that's your favorite, and tell us a little bit about your painting. Like, tell us the inspiration and how long it took you to draw, and tell us a little bit about that process. Do you have one that you want to highlight and show us?
Yes. This one is the toucan, the national bird of Belize, and it took me 3 days. And I did for a competition, but I didn't win, but that's okay. And it's about the beauty and nature of Belize.
I love that. Well, Zyra, thank you so much for hopping in and giving us a quick insight on you and your journey. Guys, we're not done with Zyra as yet. She's going to be back. We're going to bring everyone back on after this segment, but we want to take one more commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to have our final guest with us for the evening. Zyra, thank you so much for coming on and giving us a little bit about your story and your journey.
Thank you.
All right.
People daily seek to connect to something meaningful, something eternal, something they can invest their time, energy, and money into.
Make a connection to Taz Belize for all the graphic designs and advertising needs. Connect to Taz Belize for all your web designs and branding needs.
Connect to Taz Belize. We use graphic art, videos, websites, and social platforms to connect businesses, organizations, and individuals to what's most valuable, people. If you're imagining your information on the web, on a poster or video, Cass will make it happen. So go ahead and plan your wedding. We'll capture it for you. Document the things you want to remember, and we'll compile it for you. Write your songs, and we'll record you. Don't stop there. Go bigger. Paint it, and we'll billboard it. Brochure it, banner it, and postcard it. Business card, bookmark, and catalog it. If it sounds like too much, business package it. Because we do that too, and we've got you. We are committed in heart and mind. And what we do it well.
Make a connection to Taz Belize for all the graphic designs and advertising needs. Connect to Taz Belize for all your web designs and branding needs.
Welcome back to Creative Monday discussion. And tonight feels like it's going so fast. We've already talked to Amani, to Gia and Jeline, as well as Zyra. Just hearing a little bit about what they're doing and their entrepreneurial journey and what they're doing in their creativity and just really bringing life. I know we're in a time right now where obviously things are a bit challenging, but it's very encouraging and inspiring to see young kids stepping out and doing something positive in this time. And so I just want to encourage you guys. We're going to open up this segment a little bit later on. If you have questions for any one of them, start load up those questions and let's begin to just think about things we want to ask them just from their experience. We're going to bring all of them back shortly, but before we do that, we have one more guest we want to get to know a little bit more, and I'm going to pass it over to my girls to introduce our final guest for the evening.
Our fourth guest for tonight is 9-year-old Noelli. She is the owner of Noelli's Treasure. Back to you, Dad.
All right. Hi, Noelli. How are you doing? Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm good.
Awesome. I was watching your products, and I must say they're beautiful and they look very delicious. I am on a sugar. I'm off sugar for right now, but man, you're looking at your product. It makes me want to reconsider jumping back on taking a little treat here and there. But tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
Well, my name is Noelli Sabido. I am 9 years old. I attend Holy Redeemer School. I'm in standard 3, and some things that I enjoy doing are playing with my Legos. I like reading, and I like playing volleyball, and I also like playing my piano. And I also have my own business called Noelli's Treasures too.
Very good. Noelli, you mentioned 3 things that I love. 1, volleyball. I love volleyball. 2, you have your business, and you also mentioned that, and it slipped my mind. There was a third one. What you said? Volleyball or piano? I love
said
piano.
Volleyball, piano.
Exactly. So piano. Those, like, you spoke my language just now. I love sitting whenever I want to relax, jump on the piano and play. Volleyball is my sport, and I love business for sure. So, Noelli, tell us, what do you want to do in the future? What's that big dream on your heart?
Well, I have 3 choices to choose from. The first option is that I want to be an engineer. I have my own engineering office to work out all my plans, to like build buildings and bridges and other cool stuff. And I also want to be a good news reporter and interview people on a talk show, just like Miss Marlene. That's another option. And then the last one is, since I have my own business and sell my sweet treats, I would also want to have a bakery to sell those treats for all my customers. But if I have more than one business, then I will have to hire some people to run the bakery for me while I'm doing my interviewing or engineering.
I love it. You are a woman with a plan. You're a young woman with a plan. I love it. And, you know, it's amazing because, you know, this is the time to dream big, and you have all the time in the world. You have so much opportunity to explore all those opportunities, right? And so I want to ask you, what are you learning right now in your business that's helping you reach your goals? I know you're doing sweets, but you want to be engineer, you want to have a bakery, and so there's so much you want to do. What are you learning right now that's helping you reach your goals?
My business is really helping me to reach my goals, really, because that would mean that I am like saving money so that I have enough to go to college and start my engineering.
That's good. Planning for the future, setting money aside. And I know several of you guys said that when we were interviewing last week, that several of you wanted to make sure that you're thinking about college, you're thinking about savings, you're thinking about the future. And that is so amazing. That now is the time to be thinking about that. And if you have a vision, then you can save yourself a lot of hassle in your teenage years and your young adult years, and you can actually step quicker into the plans and the dreams that you have. Noelli, so right now you're home, you're doing online school, right? With because of COVID and everything. What are you learning? How is that helping your business?
Well, the new online school, it's been helping my business because then you see, I have my own laptop and my own Gmail, and I use like Google Classroom to do all my schoolwork on. And if I'm not doing schoolwork, then I have like different sites I would use, and some of those sites are like BrainSafe, CoolMath for Kids, and NASA. And if I'm not on those sites, then I would like go on YouTube or Google to look up for new recipes that I can try. Because right now I am trying like a peppermint and a mint chip for my Christmas sales. So, and I will also be like selling Christmas cookies as well.
You sound like a woman with a manager behind you. Who's managing you? Because you're streamlined. You have some great plans. I know we showed the Christmas flyer that you're doing for your Christmas sales. So who helps you with all of this?
Well, my mom, she would help me to handle with oven when I am baking.
Very good.
That's what she would help me with when I'm doing when I'm doing cupcakes or other stuff. I like doing cupcakes the most in baking.
That's awesome. Well, I want to say kudos to your mom as well as all the moms and dads who's supporting you guys, because I know it's a lot to step out in these areas, and to have that family support is so crucial and so important. So my final question for you before we take a break and then we'll bring everyone back on is, what have you learned about finance and money management by running your business?
Well, what I know about finance and money management, it's how I know about it is because I have my own ledger book that I use. But let's say that someone orders from me like this week in the month of December, then I will have to place that order in my ledger book. But like every month as I get an order, I place that in my ledger book. And so beside the order, I place how much I'm charging for it. Then I have to buy all the materials that I need to make it. Then under the order, I will have to place how much money I spend on the materials that I needed. And so I have to subtract the money, and the money that I have left is my profit, and that is what is deposited in my bank account. But each month, the ledger book is supposed to have the same amount of money that is in my bank account. But let's say that there's a second or third order. Then that would mean I would have to take some money out of my bank account to buy the materials that I need. But sometimes my mom, she would give me the money so that I don't have to touch my bank account. And so sometimes she doesn't, because she says that I have to like learn about the money and how hard it is to just earn like $1, really.
Yeah.
And so sometimes she's nice and sometimes she's not so nice, because I just prefer that she gives me. Because sometimes I just prefer that she gives me the money, so I don't have to touch my bank account and I don't have to have any expenses.
You sung like my daughter. I remember my daughter. I was supposed to do something with her and with my younger daughter, and she Chloe told Grace, she said, "Daddy, that is gonna be hard. So brace yourself." But I'm hard because I have a vision and a plan for them. We want them to succeed, right? So that is amazing. Someone made a comment just now, and I love the comment. It says, I wish my life was so organized, like I need to get my life together like Noelli, and that is so true. Like so many people, you are so organized. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Noelli. You are amazing, as all of you guys. You are super amazing. I love what you're doing. As I said, your treats are awesome. They look great, and I know that your customers are very happy. What we're gonna do? We're gonna take a little break. And then when we come back, guys, we're going to have Noelli and all the other guests with us, and we're going to talk a little bit with them. And I want to say, if you have questions for any of them, use the comment section, and we will go through and we'll see what we can do in getting feedback from them. So let's take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Are you tired of poor customer service or products that don't live up to your expectations? Fletz Electronics, centrally located in Spanish Lookout and Belmopan, is Belize's #1 source for mobile electronics since 2009. We carry the largest selection of mobile phones, parts, and accessories with prices you won't find anywhere else. We stand behind the products that we sell and offer a 60-day guarantee on all electronics. We are dedicated to offering the best customer service possible. Not from the area? No problem. We offer fast delivery service countrywide on most orders. Our online staff is ready to chat on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. Fletz Electronics. Visit or chat online with us today and find out how we can best serve you.
Awesome. Welcome back to Creative Money Discussion Show. I am super excited. We've talked to 4 amazing creatives, entrepreneurs, innovators, young kids with big dreams, kidpreneurs who are making a major impact in Belize. And I'm excited to have all of them tonight. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into our segment where we ask the question and all of them gets an opportunity to respond. And again, if you have a specific question for any of them, feel free to throw it in so that we can get them going. So good night, everyone. Everyone's ready? Are you guys all ready? Like, shake it up, like for me, I gotta shake it up a little bit, everyone's good. Awesome. All right, so my first question for you guys, and I'm gonna start with Zyra because she's on my right or left, left, I don't know, you're beside me on the screen. I'm gonna start with Zyra, then we're just gonna go around. So what's one thing you would say to kids wanting to start a business or be an entrepreneur or do something creative? What's one advice you would give to them?
To continue to follow your dreams, and that if you don't do what you love, you can miss on lots of opportunities that
I love that. Follow your dreams, and if you don't do what you love, you can miss out on lots of opportunities. Noelli, what do you have to say about that question? What's one thing you would say to kids wanting to start a business or be an entrepreneur?
Well, first things first, for those kids wanting to start their own business and be an entrepreneur just like us kids, then it's very important that they keep on working hard and keep on studying hard at school. But if they have a plan or an idea about starting a business, then it's very important as well, so they can ask their parents to help them. But if their parents cannot help them, then they can ask somebody else for their help and just do it.
I love it. I'll pull 2 points out of that. Work hard and study hard. And what I'm hearing that is it's a lifelong learning. If you're gonna do it, you have to set yourself and be prepared for a lifelong learning experience. I love that. And so, Gia, what would you say to kids wanting to start a business or be an entrepreneur? What advice would you give to them? One advice.
always believe in yourself, trust in yourself, follow your dreams, and always first.
I love that. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, follow your dreams. Guys, that is, you cannot get better advice than that. And and we're hearing it right from our own kidpreneurs, young entrepreneurs right here in Belize. And so we're going to move on to Amani. If you had to give advice to kids right now, who wants to do start a business or be an entrepreneur, what advice would you give them?
I would say to be brave
Love it.
and be creative.
I love it. Be brave and be creative. I love it. And you are very brave, Amani. You're 5-year-old and you're stepping out, doing some amazing things and some creative, innovative things, right? And so, Jeline, for you, what advice would you say to any kid who wants to step out and own a business or be a kidpreneur like you guys? What would you say to them? I think we lost Jeline. Are you with us?
Pardon?
What advice would you give to a kid wanting to start a business or be an entrepreneur?
I would say like to always put God first.
Yeah.
And you can accomplish anything in the world once you have Him first. Always, like what Gia said, believe, like anything you set your mind to, you can achieve. Like just believe in everything you can do, and you can accomplish it once you believe in yourself and just have that.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You guys, you're getting some great advice from our very own kidpreneurs right here in Belize. And so time is not on our side, so I'm going to hop into the next question for you. If you could do one thing, if before I ask this question, a question came in. Let's get that question because we want to hear from our audience as well. We want to thank you guys for tuning in and for commenting. I know there's so much comments coming in, and we can't get all of them in, but we're trying to get what we can. So here's a question that come in. How would you change the future of entrepreneurship if you could? How would you change the future of entrepreneurship if you could? That's a question that came in from Belize Entrepreneurship Spotlight. Any one of you guys want to answer that one? Noelli, you want to try answer that one? The question is, how would you change the future of entrepreneurship if you could? I'll let you guys think about that question and we'll come back to it, okay? So think about that question, process it, think about what you're doing now as a kidpreneur and what changes would you want to see. Now, as you're growing up and you're doing your business, think about what changes do you want to see in the future, right? So here's a question I have for you. If you could do one thing to impact Belize, what would it be? Let's start with Amani. If there's one thing that you could do to impact Belize, what would it be?
Well, that one thing what I will help to impact Belize is help children go to school.
I love that. That's a powerful thing. Help children go to school. How about you, Gia? One thing to impact Belize, what would it be? I think Gia is freezing up a little bit. We'll come back to Gia. Jeline, you wanna take that one thing to impact Belize? What would it be? I think your mic is muted as well. You might want to unmute it.
To help the needy, I would to impact Belize, I would help the needy who can't afford education and because education is the key to success. So I would just help all the needy.
Very good. Very good. All right. So are you with us now, Gia? What's one thing you would do to impact Belize? I think your mic is muted. There you go.
Like I said, I would help all the poor families and children to help as much people as I can, because my favorite quote is always be a rainbow in someone else's cloud.
I love that.
That's why I do tie-dye. Love you all. Yes.
I love that. I love that. Be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. How about you, Noelli? One thing to impact Belize, what would it be?
Well, one thing I could do is, but last month there was Lotte Convent. Every Sunday there's a program that they do. So they would pack up a plate of food and a glass of juice, and they feed it to the homeless every Sunday. So I made some cupcakes and I brought it to Palote. And so I helped to pack the cupcakes into the plate of food, and I helped to hand out to the homeless. So I hope when I become an engineer, then I will be able to build a home or a building for all those homeless people and children, so that they don't have to live in the streets anymore, and so that they feel that they are cared for.
That is awesome. I love the ideas. I love the dreams. I love what you guys are thinking about. And you guys, it's interesting that I believe that there's solutions and ideas that's right within the kids. And so I want to say to adults, I want to say to our leaders, I want to say to our government, we need to be listening to our kids and hear some of these awesome ideas, because I think the solutions for a lot of what's going on in our nation is wrapped up within them as well. So finally, Zyra, what's one thing you would do to impact Belize, and what would it be?
To make people have a voice and not feel invisible.
I love that. I love that. That is so powerful, that people would have a voice and not feel invisible. Very, very good. And so guys, we have one more question that we want all of you guys to answer. And so this one I think is going to be easy, because if you had one thing in the world right now, if you could have anything in the world right now, what would it be? Let's start with Noelli.
Well, if I could have anything in the world right now, then that would be my very own phone. Because I've been begging my mom for a phone for 2 years now, and she still hasn't given me, because she says that I'm not ready for a phone. And she said that even Santa won't bring a phone for me in Christmas time. And she said that when I'm in high school, then I'll be ready for a phone.
Yeah, I hear you, and I'm one of those parents. I agree with your mom. I think that's one of the things that you got to grow into, and so just hang in there. Your phone will come in the right time. Let's jump to Gia. If you could,
hold on.
All right, well, you want to defend your point? Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, but really, I need the phone, because then the people, they would be able to call me and message me to place their order, instead of calling my mom all the time.
Oh, that's a good point. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Think about a creative way in how you can solve that issue right there, how you can solve that problem, because part of being an entrepreneur is being problem solvers, right? So right now the problem is your mom's not ready for you to have a phone, and then your business needs access to communication. So as an entrepreneur, do some brainstorming on how you can solve that where you're working with your mom and honoring your mom, and still you're able to connect with your customers. Okay, so brainstorm that and see what you come up with. I'm sure there's some ideas that's out there that you can pull on. So let's hop on to Gia. If you could have anything in the world right now, what would it be?
Well, it would be family, because the coronavirus has gotten my grandma and grandpa sick, but thanks to God, they're getting better. And family is such an important thing in our lives. It makes me sad because seeing how many families are hurted because of this virus. I miss school, my teachers, friends. So if I could have one thing, it would be family. I'm praying that coronavirus goes away soon.
Yeah, I love that. And it's so true. So many people hurting in this time and so many people longing for connection. We're running out of time, so I'm going to just go to the next person very quickly. Zyra, if there's one thing that you could have, what would it be?
It would be tons of art supplies and to make Corona go.
I love it. You're specific. Tons of art supply. I love it. Awesome. So, and then Amani, if there's one thing you can have, what would it be?
A store.
A what?
A store.
A store? Big dreams. Wow, I love it, man. A store. I love that. All right. So, Jeline, if there's one thing that you could have right now, what would it be?
I would be agreeing with Gia. Like, I would want this COVID-19 to just go away, because I see a lot of damage that happened. And just like what Gia said, I saw what it did to my grandma and my grandpa. I saw how it changed them, like it hurted them, and like it also hurt us to see them going through that, and like that we nearly lost them, and like I don't want to ever go through that again, or have other families go through that and going through something that experienced that. But God provides miracles, and once you're really close to Him, you can. He really provides miracles, just like what He did in our life to my grandma and my grandpa.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I agree. Right now, family is such a key part of our support system, and even right now, a lot of families are just struggling because of the COVID, and so I know a lot of people are trying to figure out how to get through this time. So our heart goes out to those who have lost loved ones and who are struggling and who needs medical assistance, right? And so we did an episode on that as well. And so some advice are there from some medical experts in the field. So if you want, go back and look at some past episodes just to get some insight in this time, right? But I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. I'm blown away by the advice. Be brave, be courageous, be creative. I just love the advice that you guys have given us. And one of the things we wanted to do, we wanted to let you guys firstly know how proud we are of you, and then and I want you guys to know that you guys have inspired me. You've inspired my daughters. You've inspired so many people. When we told them, hey, we're gonna have some kids on the show, people got all excited, and they were super excited, and they wanted to jump behind this, right? And so I reached out to a few friends of mine, some business friends and partners, and we just said, okay, how can we invest in what you guys are doing, right? How can we invest in your business? And so what we're doing, can we get the partners on the screen? We have these companies, friends and partners of mine: Coaching It Melanie, the Art Shack, Belize Virtual Center, Formosa Cafe, Taz Belize, Plets, Visuals by Glenn Patrick, Summit Accounting, Studio A, and the Bella Vista Bistro. All of us have pulled together, and we are giving each one of you guys $200 investment money for your business, right? And so we're going to get your information after this. And what we want to do, we want to invest in your business. We want to invest in. You are welcome.
Thank you.
And that's from all.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's
so
for all the
much.
business. Yeah, that's from all the business, all these businesses on the screen. But we just want to invest in you guys. We believe in you. We believe in what you're doing, and we want to jump behind what you guys are doing, right? And so I do have one more question for you guys before we leave. Tell us a little bit how your parents and your guardians have been supporting you. And I know that you guys will they will help you guys in how to use that investment money wisely, right? Because it's an investment money for your business, so you got to invest it wisely. So tell us a little bit how your parents and guardians is supporting you. And we only have 4 minutes, so everybody got to be quick. So just a quick answer, quick one or 2 words, 2 lines answer, right? How is your parents and guardians supporting you during this time? Let's start with Zyra.
They will help me by giving me art supplies. Like when my dad goes to work, he'll make sure he buys me paint or a canvas to practice. And my mom will take me to painting classes, sewing classes, and also cake decorating classes.
Awesome. Noelli, how is your mom? I know your mom is a big supporter. We've heard it tonight. So tell us a little bit about that quickly. How does your mom, what are some of the more areas that your mom supports you?
Well, my mom supports me by handling the oven for me, helping me delivering the cupcakes, and she's also helping me to create out the flyer and to start my own Facebook page.
Very good. Very good.
And
Thank you.
I also have family members as well, because they have like given me some cupcake pans so that I can make more cupcakes at a time. They have also given me some cupcake cups, only pan, and a cake pop machine so I can make lollipops out of cakes.
Awesome.
And also an apron and some tips as well.
Well, thank you. That's awesome. Amani, tell us a little bit about your mom's support. What's that like for you?
My mom helps me make my products, and she posts them on Facebook.
Very good. I love the support from mom. And Gia and Jeline, how does your family support you guys?
My parents have supported me 100%. My dad was the one who bought me the dyes and the shirt so I could start my little business. My mom makes sure I'm purchasing my dyes and shirts wisely and making me save my money. My mom also helps me a lot. She washes my shirts, irons them, delivers them to my customers. It's been a love you, Mom. Love you, Dad.
Awesome. And Jeline?
My mom would help us deliver, because since Gia lives at the Buena Vista Village, we would help her out here. Since I live at Santa Elena, we would deliver at BPMS to the out district so they can reach their destinations.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you guys so much again for being a part of the show. It was such a privilege to have you. I wish we had more time, but we are out of time for the evening. I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in, and we will see you guys again next week. Same time, same place. Next week is actually our finale show for the final for this season, right? And so we're going to take a break, and then we're going to return back with season 3 after that. But I just want to thank you guys so much, guys, for tuning in and making Creative Monday Discussion your show. Have a great evening, and God bless you.